Oh, you guys, it was such a good weekend. I feel so accomplished. You're going to have to watch so you get the full meal deal of everything I did. All right, I'll shut up. See you in a minute. So here's where I'm at. I usually just put like a podcast on while I'm painting something that's 2 or 3 hours long, because then I don't have to I don't have to worry about changing something every 10, 15 minutes. But anyway, so my plan is I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start right here. It's just a full area, so I'm gonna start here and work my way around. So I figure I'll let you all. Where are you? There you are. That's where I'm gonna start, right here in this area. I saw this hack on the TikTok. I forgot to buy extra covers, so I put some foil on it. They said that you can do that. Haha, you can watch me speed paint. Listen, when I first started rollering and when I was trimming, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so dark. Especially up against that white primer. Oh my gosh. It was like such a stark contrast between that white and the paint I was putting on. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was really nervous. But as I got further along and whenever I got like a whole wall done and 2 walls done, and especially over by the fireplace, I definitely felt a lot better about it at that stage. But anyway, this is how your girl painted, and I painted 2 coats of paint. I primed twice, and then I painted twice. I even did the trim up top twice and the trim down bottom twice. I used a can and a third, I think is what it was, but that's all right. By George, I'm happy and I don't have any white shining through. Now, let's kick over to me eating lunch. Hi, how are you? Where's my spoon? Oh, there it is. So it is, corn flabbit, hang on. Ziggy, what time is it?
The time is 7:50 a.m.
7:50 a.m. So what all have I done? I woke up at about 6, and I showed you all. I hope I got on there. Man, I got a goose egg on my head. I don't remember what fell on my head yesterday, but something fell on my head. Anyway, so I showed you all this morning. I've painted 1 wall, 2 walls. Well, part of a wall and another wall. And I was starving. I mean, like, my stomach's growling hard, and I'm like, hello? I ain't felt that in a long time. So I'm like, bet, I'll take care of you, tummy tum tum. So I stopped, and then I come in, and I realized that I've got some meat defrosting, and so I was like, dang it. So I worked on that, and then while my food was cooking. So what I'm eating right now, I had a nice ribeye, and I'm sure it was a yellow sticker ribeye. And then I had a pork steak for later, okay? Because, I'm pulling out two meats at a time. I'm interested in seeing how long this stays and what I feel like. So I cooked the steak and the ribeye at the same time. Or the pork steak and the ribeye at the same time. Because, the ribeye was thick, and then the pork steak was about like that. So I cooked it. This is the way I've been cooking mine. I like to make sure the inside gets done. So one side for 4 minutes, covered. Flip it for 4 minutes, covered, especially when it's a thick one. And then I take off the lid and then just kind of crank up the heat and sear it a little bit. Well, let me tell you. I did 4 minutes of 4 minutes, and sometimes the pork steak doesn't get all the way done. That's got to be more cooked than the steak or than the beef. The pork's got to be more, can't leave a pink pork steak and a pink, but you can have a pink beef steak. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, so I just now started drinking coffee, so I ain't even hyped up on coffee yet. So anyway, so I've done the 4 minutes and the 4 minutes, and I was like, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut up my pork steak and to make sure it's done. Well, it wasn't. So I cut it into bite-sized pieces. And before I got done, I was like, what if I cut up my ribeye and then mix it together? I'm like, I'm going to try it. So that's what I have. It's half of a ribeye, half of a pork steak. And then I got 3 eggs on top of it. And then I was standing there and I was like looking in my refrigerator and I was like, I want some rutabaga and jicama. Well, yesterday I cubed it all up. So I put some in here and then I was like, ooh, how about a couple onions? Because they're all that cube size. And then I was like, well, I can't just leave these poor little peppers in there all by them lonesome. I didn't want to, I didn't make enough salad for, look at this. This is quite satisfying. Whenever you cut up whenever you tear apart your egg and it's got that runny center, it's satisfying to do that first little stab. Except Terri did not season. I'm trying something. I did not season the meat while it was in the skillet, and I need to go get some because So hang on. I'm gonna put on some of this Greek seasoning. This stuff. Greek seasoning is life, baby. Greek seasoning is amazing. I'm also going to put on some farm dust. Now, listen, I can't tell you what's clean and what's not clean. Just because I eat it, please don't assume that you can eat it, okay? Because this one has salt, kosher salt, sea salt, dried onion and garlic, black pepper, fennel, celery, marjoram, thyme, rosemary. Oh, they always put the sticker over it. Listen, you just go on Amazon and read the ingredients for... Oh, I think I'm going to get it. Rosemary, savory, sage, or oregano, and basil. Savory, I think savory is the code name for umami. So, all right, let's give this a taste. This one's pork. I wish I could dance. I never was a good dancer. I always had to be under the influence to dance good. Well, I thought I was dancing good, but I've never. I think this is steak. I just couldn't. I can keep a beat, I can keep a beat, but I can't get my upper body going one way and then my lower body moving another way. Not unless I was intoxicated, because then I just didn't care. But otherwise, I just could never get it together. Now, I am a good chair dancer, and I can tell you that much. Because hey, go Jesus, it's your birthday. No, it ain't, but it's your birthday. Go Jesus. Hey. See, I can dance real good in a chair, but I can't dance and do something different with my feet. So I just never know what to do with my feet. Never did. So, unless I was under the influence. I'm going to let you go. What I'm thinking is, since I did 2 walls, I told y'all I really want to do 2 coats of this paint. So when I get done eating, I'm going to do the other 2 walls, then come around and do these 2 walls again. And then I'll probably take a break because I got a few things I'm working on in here. It's a hot mess. Oh, my stars, it's a hot mess. I got my creamies stuff. I got to make those today. I should have made them yesterday, but I didn't. So anyway, so I got creamies. Then genius, but it's all right. It's all right. I defrosted some beef yesterday and to put into portions. Didn't defrost them all the way. They were still mostly frozen. But anyway, so I ended up getting 12 servings. But the girl, was like, I wonder if I have just maybe a couple more of the yellow sticker ones. So I opened it up. And then I looked, I got I got issues. I'm going to take all of the 93%, put them in my sink, and I'll do those tomorrow. 93? Yeah, I think 93%. Whatever it is, the green one. Well, that was 4.5 pounds or 4.25, 2 of those, and then like 8 of the 1 pounders. So why? I don't know. I can't answer that. I just get in the moment and I do stuff and I do dumb stuff, and that was that. Anyway, so this morning, I got to deal with the meat. Thanks, Terry, but it's all right. I mean, there's space in the freezer. All I'm doing is cutting them because they're, like I said, they're still mostly frozen. So I'm just cutting them into chunks and zipping them up and throwing them in the freezer. So, all right. Well, I love you people. I'm gonna finish eating, and then I'm gonna paint them 2 walls, and then them 2 walls, and then I'll go work on some stuff. So, bye. So I'm not going to show you the walls until they're all done. But let me show you what I'm doing. I'm done painting, and now I'm going around and cleaning all these paint spots and dots and all that stuff. So now I'm going through. I started actually over here. Well, I didn't get that spot, but I started over here. And then I was like, oh, you can't see. I started over here, and then I was like, let me push my TV back and my chair back and my whatchamacallit back. There's junk on it. Don't be looking. And then I was like, well, let me do over here so I can put this back, because I'm definitely keeping that out. Then I was like, let me do right here. So, because my plan was to go, why do I have you zoomed in? My plan was to go this way around. Well, was it that? I never read that book. Well, I may have and just don't remember. Was the best laid plans of mice and men? Whatever that saying is. Anyway, so yeah, me and my squirrel. But there was tons in there and tons right here. And especially down in here where I had to use that texture spray. So a lot of that's not even paint. It's more texture spray. But some of it isn't. But I don't want to show you until I get it clean. I'll show you before I put things, because I will be putting my painting back, the big painting. Anyway, I'll show you after I'm done. But this is my project right now, is the floor. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Pow! It's a whole new world, new adventure, something. So I got my TV going. I was listening to Megan Kelly. And my painting, my fireplace, my chair. I moved the couch out to the middle for just a different kind of thing. I think maybe it'll keep the dogs from bouncing off the window. I do think that Lou will stand there and look out, but that's okay. They can lay there and look out. So I think that this will be a good move. But, and I didn't put anything up on my wall except for that cross that I bought yesterday at Walmart. I am so excited. I just really, really like this thing. To me, it's just so powerful. So I put that up on the wall. Of course, that up on the wall, that was a given. And then these up on the wall. One's from work, one's from my sister. Or don't ask me which one's which, because I done forgot. Anyway, so so when Dad gave me this lighthouse, he said that lighthouses are kind of like Jesus. He, whenever we're in a storm, we need to turn to Jesus, and he'll bring us home where we need to. He'll bring us through the storm. So, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, Mom was I was at Mom's, and she said she was going to get rid of these, because she had them in her bathroom. And I was like, you know what? Let me have them. I think they'll go good with this theme. And then there's one over there too. And whenever my dad was a little kid, I say little, he was probably 13 or 14. He made this himself. He tapped it out, or however you do metal. But anyway, so he made that out of a picture in his grade school book. So he made it. It's a lamp. It works even. Still works. I just don't turn it on. And that's my dad in college. Wasn't he a looker? But I put it against that, so that way it's kind of connected together. Then I got my mom and my dad right here. I got to have my Judy and Nicholas Herman, Got my parents there. And now I have my grandparents over here. Well, my great-grandpa, that's my great-grandpa, my dad's dad holding him, and that's my dad. And that's little baby Terry. I was like, you know, he kind of looked a little bit like his cheeks were just so chubby. And then this is my grandma. Oh, she was my bestie. That was my first marriage. So, you know, yeah, I didn't. That's the only good picture I had of us. So anyway, so yeah, and I got my Precious Moments Bible. And of course I got my Roomba, and my dad made this blanket holder. So I'm just, like I said, I'm going to leave it like this for now. And I'm pretty proud of it. There's something to be said for working hard and having gratification after you do a good job. I ain't saying I want that all the time. I like my instant gratification. But let's not judge the couch. Like I said, it's old girl. It's old. It's pitiful. It's put up with these dogs for so long, but that's all right. Anyway, so yeah, so that is what we did, and I'm really super excited. So there's one place that I was not able to get the paint off of, and that's my second hospital table. You know, I've got the one over here, but then I'll have this one right here. But I'm going to move it, and then, you know, I can walk through here. And he's not going to be too thrilled about not being able to watch the outdoors from the back. But I think he'll still... Dude, hey, we don't need to watch that. Girl, hi, how you doing? Let's talk to you a little minute. But I think he'll get used to it and he'll deal with it. So anyway, yeah, so let's see what I got to eat here. Well, you guys, we did it. I'm so proud of us. I mean, I say us because you all have been a part of this whole process. So I'm really, really excited, and I think we did a good job. I'm really proud. I have about maybe like 2/3 or 3/4 of a can of paint left. So since this one was made out of the Dover White, what I'm going to do is use that can in the hallway. And then whenever I do my bedroom, then I'll just buy 2 new cans, and then that way it can kind of be that way. You know, so then it'll be 2 fresh ones that they make up straight out of blank. You know what I mean? So anyway, but I really like it. I'm really proud. I'm really excited. I think it looks really good. You know your girl is not very meticulous, so there's definitely brown along the ceiling, but it's all right. And eventually I'm going to have to repaint my trim. I don't know if I mentioned that already or not. I was thinking it whenever we were walking around. Eventually, I'm going to paint my trim. And because there's spots that it's kind of worked its way off. Or it's been scuffed off. My sister said that just kind of happens. Or was it Mom? Somebody said that just happens with time. So, but I will say, this whole house, I feel like somebody walked into this house, spray painted, like when I first bought it, the walls, except one room, were the same same color as my trim and my fireplace. Inside every closet, inside the cabinets, inside the underneath the sink, like everywhere. It originally, when I first got here, everything was that same color all the way around the house, except, which is, like I said, it's so funny that one room, it wasn't, but they left the pink carpet in there, so I guess that's why. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so let's talk about what I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to let you all go so I can eat. This is a salad, and this salad consists of, I didn't eat all of the rutabaga and jicama and onions from this morning. So I left it in here, and I added some raw asparagus. Does anybody like raw asparagus? Is that normal? I mean, it ain't gonna kill me, I don't think. But I got some raw asparagus in here. I added some tomatoes, some seasoning. I don't remember which seasoning, and some salad dressing. But yeah, I like raw asparagus. I don't know. There. It don't even have to have dressing on it. Then I got some Brussels. These are the ones that I parboiled the other day. I microwaved them and put just a little Greek seasoning on them. You know what I like? That's going to be in the background every time I'm sitting here eating. Yeah. Oh, I like it. My sister said I need to let my curtains just hang, but Begga over there, if the curtains just hang, he goes underneath them and messes with them. Like when I close them at nighttime, so I'm going to have to watch that. So I don't know. Maybe she just texted me. I'll see if she meant something other than what I was thinking. Anyway, this is the rest of what I had this morning, which was half of a ribeye and half of a pork steak. Uh-oh. I didn't... Actually, one more thing I gotta do. I got myself out of rotation. At nighttime, I cook for supper, and then the next day, well, I didn't do that this morning. I just made for today, so it's all right. I'll survive. I'll go make something here in a little bit, but that. And this, cookies and cream keto chow with the Equip Prime peanut butter. Let's see what we think. I'm not a huge fan of fake peanut butter, but not bad. I'm going to eat it. What's left for me tonight before I go back to work? I didn't do any laundry. I didn't do anything on my list this weekend. It was just about this room. What's left? I got to make up my creamies for the week. And, gonna have to cook me some meat for in the morning. And I think that's it. I think I did really good this weekend. I'm really proud of myself. And I'm telling you, just doing one bite at a time, that's the way to go, man. Take one night, take an hour and do top trim, sit down. Next night, take an hour and do the bottom trim, sit down. So I think that'll be my method for real. So, all right, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday for me. Let's see, today's Sunday for me. So it's Tuesday for you. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.